So the theme for September for me is to trust the unseen, to surrender to the unseen. And I am going through quite a journey where I've had to trust in the unseen. I'm very analytical. I'm a Virgo, September 3rd, get it right. I'm a Virgo, so we're very analytical. And to allow myself to surrender and trust in the unseen is not as easy as it sounds. And outside of one's faith, yes, I believe in God, absolutely unseen. The unseen that I'm referring to is trusting my own gut, my own intuition. I have realized that I have ignored it so many times. And had I followed my intuition, it would have saved me a lot of heartache and a lot of hurt. But I didn't trust my gut. I didn't trust my instinct because I didn't trust my intuition because I didn't trust myself. I didn't know myself. How can you trust who you don't know? And it made others influence way more than my own gut. And sometimes when we don't have the scientific, tangible evidence to point toward why we should or shouldn't do something, we doubt it, we question it, and we let other people take us into a different direction. So my theme for September, as I am entering the last year of my 40s, 49, I'm on the road to 50. And I cannot believe it, but we on this road. We on the road. You want to jump in, shotgun, you got to be able to put the aux in and put some good music on and let's chill. Let's ride. We're going to ride for the next 12 months. And so surrendering to the unseen within me is my theme for September. That's how I'm showing up for myself. Really the past year or so, I have really honed in on trusting myself, knowing myself, and standing on that business. My intuition is a spiritual thing. It is not anything that anyone can explain. If I say, we don't need to go in that house over there, something about that house ain't right, and then they on the news for something crazy, there's a reason why I felt instinctively that was not a good or safe space for me. That's intuition. And sometimes I've made decisions because my intuition said to do it. And not ego, because these decisions weren't easy decisions at all. And what I found is that oftentimes the ones that are not the easiest, are the ones that you probably need to look into and do possibly. And so, yeah, what are you doing for September? What are your goals? And I really hope that one of your goals is self-care, something that you're doing for yourself. And because oftentimes we'll set goals and, we'll check them off, do this, do that. And then none of them are for our internal work, our own self-love or personal growth. And I think that's very important because we need to pour into ourselves before we start pouring out to other people. I'm sorry. And I used to think that was selfish until my therapist said, no. She's like, there's a continuum. Self-care and self-absorbent and selfish, then there's selflessness. There's got to be a healthy balance. And so for this month, I am going to be more aware of listening to my gut, listening to my intuition, and taking time out for myself as well to refill my own cup. But one thing I do know, I will refill my cup, but I got a whole pitcher of water ready to go. So when I am empty, I got tools and resources to go fill my tank back up. Okay? Let me know what you're doing for September down in the comments below. Bye.